Hey everybody, I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I hope everybody is staying strong and staying humble, and whatever adversities you're facing, I hope you're powering through it. I hope you're getting through it. I wish you all the best. So today, briefly, I just wanted to talk about don't happy, be worry, and what that means. So basically, this is a phrase that I first ran across in Tim Ferriss's book, The 4 Hour Workweek. It's a brilliant book. I recommend that to everybody who's out there trying to make a change, a significant change in their lives. Lots of great advice in that book. But the idea of don't happy, be worry, it stems from the concept that as people, we have a tendency to really dwell on the what ifs, right? All the things that could possibly go wrong. And it's human nature. We all do it. And that can really stop us from making a lot of decisions that we know are really better for us in the long run. So with Don't Happy, Be Worry, there's an exercise that goes with that to get over this feeling and to take the leap, right? Whatever that may be for you. So it deals with basically taking all of your fears, taking all the things that you think could possibly go wrong, and getting them out of your head, writing them down, thinking about all these things. What could possibly go wrong if you're trying to change jobs or trying to move somewhere, or you're trying to get out of a toxic relationship, or you're trying to make a career change professionally, whatever it may be. Go back to school, whatever it might be, right? You sign up for a marathon. It could be anything. But there's going to be a whole bunch of things that are going to make you second guess yourself, right? So that's what the Don't Happy, Be Worry exercise is all about. So basically writing all this down, understanding what's inside, what's really bugging you. What are these things? Because sometimes we don't even know exactly, we can't even put them into words, right? We have these feelings, we feel it in our gut, right? Our heart skips a beat. We go, oh my gosh, I don't know. Am I going to be able to do that? That's a big change. I don't know. But if you write it down, you can get it in front of you. It clears up your mental space, right? It gives you room to think, and it also clarifies exactly what those fears are so that you can attack them, you can approach them, you can put a plan of action in place. So twofold. So getting the list out there helps you to realize, have I thought of this? Have I thought of that? Have I thought of this? Have I thought of that? So then you can put a plan of action together to do your best, right? To work with these situations, to kind of deal with these if they were to occur. And, they're not going to be perfect. There's probably going to be a lot of BandAids you're going to need, and maybe some of them you can't, there's nothing you can do about. If you make this change, you're going to be having to, for example, sell your car if you're going to make a move, or you're going to have to give up some of your salary if you're going to take another position doing something you enjoy better but pays less. Whatever it might be, get it down. Think about how you can approach those challenges, and also the second part of that is that if you know the worst and your purpose, your why, you know why you're doing what you're doing, then those two together will help get you through, right? If you understand this is the worst they could possibly get, and even if things get this bad, this step for me personally is more important. This means a lot to me, right? Once you're able to come to that conclusion, you can take that next step. And you can take that next step knowing that, okay, things are not going to go according to plan, but that's okay. This is the worst they can get. I've written it down. I know. I can see it. I can visualize it. I put a plan of action in place to deal with what I can, but everything else, maybe there is no plan. Maybe it's just suck it up, right? But I know the worst, and I know why I'm doing it, right? Then you can take your next step and you can move forward. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about. Mark Twain once said, I believe I'm paraphrasing here, but I believe it was something to the effect of, I've known a great many worries, most of which never happened, right? So even though we have this long list, it usually is never that bad. This is like the worst case scenario, right? So things usually work out much better than the worst case scenario, right? And you can these exercises. There's a whole bunch of exercises to help you mentally break through that. But something as simple as jumping, in a cold pond, or something like that, right? I mean, obviously, or you don't have a cold pond nearby, cold shower, right? It's much harder, right, if you turn that water on and try to ease into it, right? Because it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get my whole body in. It's going to be cold. It's going to be uncomfortable. But if you just do it, then you realize all that anxiety, right? It was for maybe 2 seconds of discomfort. And once you're through that, you're through it. And then it's like, I needed this. My muscles needed this. They were aching. This cold shower is going to make me feel better. It's going to invigorate me. The benefits, right? It's just getting through that. So as long as your why is strong, the worst that could happen, this could be uncomfortable, but I'm still going to go for it because it's more important that I do. And this is my why, right? So I think that's really all I wanted to say about that. Just keep in mind, things don't always go according to plan. But if you know the worst, then you know that you're doing better than the worst possible scenario, and you can get through it. So that's enough out of me today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you again in a video or on my podcast soon. Take care.